Okay guys, Bob here. So we're going to do a little Dodge Magnum update. This is my 78 Magnum. And get you up to speed on this. I've had this car a little over a year. It's 360 roller cam motor. The engine came out of a 1990 Dodge van. It's supposed to have 90,000 miles on it. It's supposed to run good. I guess the fuel tank is clogged up or something. I can't get it to start unless you pour gas down the carburetor. So he put a new fuel pump on it and all that stuff, but it's just ain't happening. So I'm gonna take the fuel tank out and look at it, clean it out and whatnot. Probably put new lines on it. But I want to do a little hot rod build, so put a 4-barrel on it, aluminum intake, that kind of stuff. Anyway, this rear end right here came out of Furious. This is a 9 1/4 rear end, and Furious is the same chassis as this Magnum, late B body. Furious is a 77 B body. This is a 78, so they're the same chassis. This rear end fit Furious fine. I had a 10-inch slick on it. This is the rear end that was under the car when I got Furious when I got it. Now the guy told me it had a spool and a 410 ring and pinion in it. So I'm going to open the cover up and make sure that it does. And I think one of these bad boys here stripped out, so we'll probably put a stud in all 4 of them. That's what I'm thinking, or just drill them all the way through and just run a through bolt. We'll decide on that later, but it's got a place for a pinion snubber. So yeah, that's where we're at. We'll put some new brake lines on it, kind of clean it up, paint it and everything, get it cleaned up. We'll stick it under the Magnum, have a 410 gear, kind of soup up the 360 a little bit with some headers, aluminum intake, different stuff like that. So this is the latest update on Furious. All right, folks, do we have a 410 and a spool in this thing? I got a new gasket out of my inventory. As you can see, it fits nicely. So we'll set that aside over here. It's a Felpro gasket. Chrysler 9 1/4. So let's pop this cover off and just see what we got. I got my catch pan under here. Be right back. All right, so what I did, I got all the bolts out of the bottom, and I'll leave a couple in the top just so I can crack it open, let it drain slowly. It won't come rushing out all at once. Probably should have just pulled the plug out while I had it upside down, but no big deal. This will work just as good. But I noticed the bolts have a sealer on them. And that's a good thing. That means somebody was smart enough to do that. So interesting. Glad to see that. Well, unfortunately, guys, if you look right there, let me see if I can focus it for you. It's got 3 right here. 325. And then it says 40 and a 10. So I'm thinking that's a 323 gear. I don't know why they call it a 325, but it is not a spool. It's a sure grip. Let me show you. You back it back. It was stuck at first. It's so rusty. The gears aren't turning and moving in there at all. I think it may be welded. Yeah, it looks like it's been welded. See right here. So I think she's been welded up. So it's not even a sure grip, it's just a welded up rear end. And you can see this one back here, same way. So let me count the teeth. If it is indeed 40 and 10, like it's saying it is, I lost my mark. Where was that? Okay, here it is. Let me count my teeth and see if it's what it turns out to be by counting the teeth. Be right back. Well, as you can see, it's pretty rusty, even inside the pan here. She's a mess. So that's my fault. I let it sit out and get rain. I never thought that would be a problem. Should have covered it with some plastic, but definitely got to it was a 1-legger that was welded up, so I guess that don't matter as far as the rust being in. I was thinking with the rust it probably hurt the sure grip, but it's not a sure grip, and it's not a man, look at that. and it's not a it's not a spool, obviously. It's a welded up rear end. So I got the suggestions on getting the rust out of this thing, but it's I counted, it's got 42 teeth. I counted each tooth, and I counted the pinion. It's got 10 on the pinion, so that comes up with a 420 gear ratio, which ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. So let me see what I can do about cleaning this rust out, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm right on that, right? 42 teeth on the ring gear, 10 down there on the pinion gear. Hate to toss this thing over this rust. There's got to be a way to get this rust out. And like I said, I don't know if it's hurt anything. Maybe the bearings, I don't know. It didn't have much gear oil in it either, but I don't know if I ever checked that. So anyway, bob out. Let me do a little research and find out what I need to find out. And if it's worth saving, I may sandblast this cover down, or I may just buy another one. I don't know. Can't believe it got wet, like that much water in it. But it was sitting about like you see right here, face up, out in the elements. All right, folks, bob out. Take care.